Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's December 18th, 2023. It's Monday, and those of you who follow along with my channel pretty closely know that usually on Sundays I show you my outgoing post-crossing cards that I selected and some of my direct swaps. Well, life is a little bit crazy right now. Sundays we work delivering the mail, trying to get the post office parcels out to people, and my daughter came home from university yesterday. We went and chopped down our Christmas tree. We started decorating it. We had a family meal. There just was no time for creating a video for you guys and doing my post crossing. So Mondays I tend to do some sort of a stamp video. So I've mashed the two together today. I'm going to show you the 5 official postcards that I have selected to send out for post crossing. And I'm going to show you some of the stamps that Peter, a person that I sent a post-crossing card to and who sent me some stamps back, I'm going to show you what stamps he sent me. So if you're interested in philately and U.S. postage, stick around for that. But you might want to get involved in post-crossing too. What's post-crossing? Well, if you go to postcrossing.com, it's the official website for the hobby. And what you do is you get to select a random address that you send somewhere in the world. You send a postcard to them. When they receive it, they'll register it with the little ID number that's on it. And then someone's going to send you a postcard. Not necessarily the same person. Actually, not the same person at all. And then when you get the card from them, you register it, and then they'll get a postcard sent back to them. That's how easy it is, and it's a fantastic way to see the world, to learn different things, to make some friends, because that's what you end up doing in the end. You send a postcard to someone, sometimes they write you a message back and say, would you like to direct swap? And you can. You don't have to, but you can. And I've made some amazing friends within this community. So let's get into the official postcards right after you guys like, subscribe, leave positive comments, and share with your friends. That's what I ask of you if you like the videos and you can help promote the channel. Also, the more likes you put on a video and the more comments you put on a video, there's an algorithm that promotes this channel to other people if you do that. So I would appreciate it if you enjoy it. Why don't you tell me by liking it and leaving a comment? All right, let's get into the official cards first. So the first one I have is going off to California. And what is really cool about this one here is it's going to Joshua Tree, California. If you're a U2 fan, that's what springs right to mind when I hear Joshua Tree. And the person just says, hi, Desert Rat, pinhole photographer, word doctor. If you want to know more, pose me a question, happy to share. So Desert Rat, I'm assuming he's close to the desert. He likes to hang out in the desert. I don't know, maybe he goes to Burning Man. I'm not sure. Pinhole photographer, I had no idea what that was. So I had to Google it, look it up. And the images are really cool. What you can do with a small aperture when you're exposing the film. Yeah, it's complicated, but can really create some amazing pictures. So he said, tell me something you think you might not know, or you think I might not know. So that's a head scratcher. I'm going to have to try to think of something he might not know, because I don't really know anything about him. He says, send me any postcard, but you run across a random one with a Joshua Tree, drop it in the mail. Namaste. I don't have any with Joshua Tree on it, unfortunately. But I do have Miscou Island Lighthouse. So if he's on the West Coast, I'm going to show him something from the East Coast. Then on the back, I'll decorate it, and I'll also try to come up with something maybe he doesn't know, which is very hard to do when you don't know anything about the person you're sending it to. All right, the next one I have is also going to California. Not the same place in California, but she says she lives in San Diego. She loves it there. She's a passionate amateur photographer, another photographer. And when in California is not when she's in California, not sheltering at home, avoiding coronavirus, she tries to get out and photograph something one night a week after work and one day every weekend. For the last couple of years, she's been focusing mainly on street photography here in town because there's so much to do and see. She especially likes night views, flying animals, but whatever card you send, I'll love, so please send me something you like. Do you make your own postcards? If so, please don't hesitate to send me one special handmade card. I'm most interested in what you find inspirational, what you love about where you live, your favorite food, a fond memory, your local festivals, celebrations. Happy post-crossing. All right, so I have picked this card. There is a flying animal up here. It isn't photography, it is art. It's a painting done of Point Wolf Estuary in Fundy National Park. This painting of the low tide at Point Wolf Estuary was commissioned by Fundy National Park to commemorate its 50th anniversary, and the painting was done by Gail Dujon. So there, we got a bit of art. It's not photography, but it is a place that I find quite inspirational, and if you get a chance to go hike there, it's very calm and relaxing. All right, the next card is going off to Germany, and this guy has been a postcrosser for some time, and I'll tell you why in a minute. He says, please send me postcards 10 by 15 centimeters with buildings, soccer stadiums, or landscapes with the name of the landscape, geographic topics from your town, country. Please no flowers from the Netherlands. He has more than enough. Over 12 years now, he's been postcrossing. His hobbies are collecting postcards. He has more than 54,000 postcards. Pen pals, plays soccer, volleyball, and table tennis. Soccer matches in real stadiums. He writes poems and fairy tales. He likes to draw, and he likes to travel. He has 2 daughters, now 23 years old, and 2 daughters now, and 7 years old. He often goes to a football and volleyball games, fairs, and other interesting events. And then he lists the number of cards he's gotten. He said he's received his 20,000th card this year in June. So amazing postcrosser. He's been doing it a long time. So that's hard to pick a card for someone who's got 54,000 cards. But I'm going to pick something he probably does not have. He may have the location, but this is Hopewell Rocks. And why he may not have it is because it's a meetup card. And it does have all the attendants of the meetup that were there. He probably doesn't have that. It also says the location on the back, which he asked about. So it's a little bit of nature from here. It's got what it's called right on the card. And it's special because only a few of us were there, so only a few of those cards exist to send out. All right, my next card, also going to Germany. So 2 to the US, 2 to Germany. And she says it is all about 2023, her 50th birthday. So she's a year older than I am. Says, I can't believe I'm getting so old. And most of all, I don't feel this. So that's great. You can be young at heart. There's nothing that says that the age on your birth certificate has to be the age that you act. Keep it young, refreshing, and you'll probably live a lot longer. So this is 2023. I just want to get birthday cards, whatever you mean by that. Thank you. As a teenager, she was a big fan of Madonna, loves her song from the 1980s, also likes to read and enjoys going out with people, loves her job working with children, is so diverse and interesting and so funny. Her hobbies are hiking, cycling in the mountains. We drive with our caravans to other countries and love being with her family. So she wanted a birthday card or a celebration card, something that represents her birthday. So I'm going to send her this. This is traditional dancing here in Canada, I guess, native dancing. So it's kind of a party-esque. It's a celebration of life, and I love the colors in it too. So I thought maybe it'd be something special. It doesn't necessarily have to be a birthday cake with candles to be a birthday card, or say happy birthday on it. So that's my interpretation of birthday and celebrations for her. All right, the last official card that I have is going off to the United Kingdom. It's going to a town called Sheffield. If you're not familiar with the town of Sheffield or what it might jump out at you, for me, whenever I hear the town of Sheffield, I think of the movie Full Monty. If you haven't seen it and you're all right with anything, you should check it out. It's really funny. It does have a really good message to it too, about a father wanting to spend time with his family and what he will do in order to do that. So yeah, and a husband that wants to be special to his wife, and all sorts of storylines in it, and what these gentlemen are willing to do in order to bring joy and happiness into their lives and do whatever it takes. So that's Sheffield for me, or at least that's what it jumps out to mind. But that has nothing to do with postcrossing. That is just what I thought about. So she says she is currently she's certainly a student in the UK, but she's originally from Turkey. She's a ballet dancer, loves art in all its forms, wants to become a marine biologist and travel the world one day. Please rate one of your favorite recipes from your country on the postcard, since she's making a postcrossing recipe book. That's a great idea. I specifically like postcards about theaters, musicals, movies, books, dance, mermaids, sea animals, dogs, Tim Burton movie, Disney, old historical buildings, specifically castles, or anything related to where you live. But every type of card is totally okay. I can't wait to receive your postcard one day. Well, rather than writing a recipe on the card and picking a topic card, I'm sending her a recipe card. And it's not a recipe I've tried, but poutine à trous is a local recipe apparently. And we're going to send that to her so she can have it for her post-crossing recipe book. And then I'll write a message on the back. So that's what I've picked out for my 5 official post-crossers. Now, I do have some direct swaps to do too. I'm not going to show you any of those things right now because I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to get to them. I'm going to feather them in as time permits this week. As we're getting closer to Christmas, there's always something to do. But I do want to get on to stamps and philately. So Peter in Wisconsin sent me this envelope. And you can see the stamps here. Really nice. And I'd send him an official post-crossing one. He said he liked stamps, so I included a few stamps in it. He liked the stamps that he had received from me and thought I'd like to send him something back. So in a message, he asked for my address and asked if he could send me something back. So he did send me some stamps as well. So I thought I would show you what stamps he sent. All right, Peter sent all American stamps, which is great. We have a Christmas stamp, very appropriate for what's coming up. We have Project Mercury, a space stamp. We have this John F. Kennedy stamp, remembering his life. This one here is a Canada-US joint issue stamp. This is the US version of it, but Canada put one out as well, celebrating Canada's 100-year anniversary back in 1967. And then this one here of Mr. Naismith, who invented basketball. He was also a Canadian. He graduated from McGill University in Montreal, and then he went down into Vermont where he was teaching, and he invented the game of basketball while working in the United States. So there's an American-Canadian connection there as well in that stamp. Then we have this one here, the Statue of Freedom, I believe. Maybe? No, maybe not. Someone's going to correct me right off the bat. That's not the Statue of Freedom. No, it's actually not the Statue of Freedom now that I look at it, because that's a gentleman, not a female. Then we have these stamps. I try to focus in on it better. There we go. That's a little bit better. I love these older vintage stamps too, the amount of artwork and detail that's in them. So as you can see, there we go. Oh, that's better. So is it the Wisconsin? I can't read it. I need glasses on while I read it. There's that stamp. And there's this one here, the Landing of Columbus, 1492 to 1892. And this one here. And then this one here for Nevada, the Centennial of Nevada. And then we have some smaller ones. I'm trying to get the focus just right. There we go. Washington's headquarters. This one he sent 2 of. The one on top is a much better one. The other one has a lot of overprint. It's hard to see the stamp. Crazy Horse. And then what we get into is some of the presidential stamps, some of the different ones. There's Washington profile and then straight on. There we go. And then this one here. I'm not sure if it's rarity or not, but it is certainly a bit different, having a Native American on it rather than having the presidents and then Eisenhower. So that's his collection of stamps that he sent. So thank you, Peter, for from Wisconsin, for sending me those stamps. It's great to have it. I've got your address here, so I might put another little packet of stamps off and send it off to you too. So I'll put that aside for then. But I do have these 5 official post-crossing ones that I have to fill out. We're going to have another video, hopefully tomorrow, more stamp-related videos. So if you're a philatelist, tune in for that. I have one from France I want to show you. I have one from Australia to show you as well. There is another post-crossing or postcard video too I want to show you. This one here from Monty from Saskatchewan. So I do have a couple projects on the go to show you. And did I mention there's a tree that we've got decorated? So it's almost done. So I'm probably going to save it for the live stream that I'm going to do on Wednesday. And then I will walk you around the decorations in the house and show you our tree. So stick around for that. And if you want to see it live and ask questions and things like that, then you'll have to tune in on Wednesday when I go live. I'm not sure exactly the time. It will probably be 1 or 2 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, but somewhere in that range, depending on when I finish work. All right, so you guys have a magical week. What follow? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.